I had a good showing at the rookie showcase, so I know I'm getting drafted. That's why I'm out and about. I'm going shopping. I gotta get a suit. I can't show up with some baggy hoodie and long tee. I gotta get a nice looking suit. So what better place to get a suit than in the city I'm gonna get drafted in New York. Let's do it here. So many stores, so much variety. Before you start your My Player, make sure you go to My Player as seen here. And then what you wanna do is go to the 2K store, go to the apparel shop, and then from there you want to scroll over until you get to the suit section. These are the suits that you can wear when you get drafted. So go ahead and pick one that you like. If you can't afford the suit you want because you don't have enough VC, enough virtual currency, don't worry. Just don't start your My Player right away. Go play quick rank games. Go play quick games offline. Go play 2K until you get enough money saved up to get the suit that you want, because you want to go out there in style. Now, what I don't recommend doing is buying accessories. I bought that shoulder sleeve that I've been wearing the last 2 years, and it came in black. I couldn't change the color. There's no way for me to do it, so don't do that. What I recommend instead, don't waste your money on those. Wait until you get drafted. And when you get drafted, then you go ahead and you buy your team gear. You buy your team sleeves. It'll be the color of your team, and you'll also get attribute boosts. So the only thing that I would recommend buying is the headband, because the headband, they do give you team colors for that. Now let me answer the question that everyone wants to know. Did I get drafted #1 overall? No, I did not. The highest I got drafted was #8 to the Toronto Raptors. And here's the result of that one performance. I had 35 points. I was basically ball hogging in the rookie showcase. And even then, 35 points, I still couldn't crack #1.
With the 8th pick in the 2012 NBA draft, the Toronto Raptors select the 22-year-old point guard from the University of Florida.
So now I guess I'll start showing you the failtage of all the teams I got drafted to. I didn't get drafted #1, but one time that I tried, I got drafted 10th, which is basically the same thing because you end up on the Hornets and you're going to have all those rookies with you. I also got drafted by the Blazers, and on one of my attempts, I got an interview from the Golden State Warriors. But I bombed that interview, of course, because they already got enough guards. They don't need any more. So I possibly could have been drafted by the Golden State Warriors. That game in the rookie showcase, that was my first attempt. When I first got 2K13, the first thing I did was play My Player, and I ended up getting drafted by the Blazers. So let me talk about getting drafted #1 overall. In all my attempts, I only tried with a point guard. I went with all around, I went with athletic, I went with scoring, just to try out the different play styles and to see which one I do better with. But I didn't get it. And I have to say that getting drafted #1 overall is going to be pretty tough. First, minutes are going to be a problem in the rookie showcase. You don't get to play that many minutes. In the first quarter, you play for the first 3 or 4 minutes, you get subbed out. Then you come back in for the last minute or so. Then you go back to the bench for the start of the second quarter. You come back in about a minute, 30 seconds later. And then you get subbed out with about 2 minutes left in the second. And then in the second half, it's more of the same. So to get the stats needed to impress them that much, you're going to have to rush your stats, and you may even have to cheese to get those stats. The next thing that makes it difficult is that your teammates don't want to pass you the ball. You could be wide open. There's a lot of times where I'm literally wide open calling for the ball. They don't pass me the ball. And then I get a bad teammate grade for calling for the ball. So if you're not playing point guard and you're trying to get the ball, who knows what's going to happen? The last thing that makes it difficult is that your teammates don't want to shoot the ball. It's really weird. If you pass on the ball and they're open for 3, even if they have a 3-point symbol, they don't want to shoot the 3. It's really strange. Sometimes mid-range, they don't want to shoot it. If you pass it to them in the paint and they get hit with one of those contact layups, The layup's not going to go in. There's not going to be a foul, so you're not going to get any stats for that. So it's actually going to be pretty difficult. Now, I remember in those developer insights, Ronnie 2K somehow had a 78 overall rating when he was drafted. But when I played, there was no way to upgrade your attributes until after the draft. So I don't understand how he was a 78. Did he hack as my player? I don't know. Or maybe there's some secret way to use your VC before you play the rookie showcase. Because if that's the case, then getting drafted #1 could be pretty easy if we could have that rating. I don't know if we can. Maybe it's some secret hidden way. But I wasn't able to get drafted #1. So what I decided to do was I opted to continue Season 2 from 2K12 on 2K13. That's a feature that I wish was in the game, to be able to just import your player and your season so you can continue, go multiple seasons. It's not in there, so what I had to do was I had to trade Smoove and put him on the Houston Rockets and then redo the rookie showcase. Not do too well, do okay, bomb the interviews with most of the teams so that the Rockets select me. So that's what I ended up doing. I traded Kevin Martin, Patrick Patterson, and some other rookie on the Rockets for Smoove. Chris Bosh is still on Miami. I kept him there so that it's not weird when we play Miami, because when you play Miami, you want to play the real big three. You don't want Luis Scola. Scola's on the Suns, so he's staying there. We don't have Jamal Crawford either. Jamal Crawford is going to stay on the Clippers. I did think about trading Jeremy Lin for Jamal Crawford, but the Clippers don't need Jeremy Lin. They already have CP3 and they already have Chauncey Billups. So to make that trade, it just doesn't make any sense. So Crawford is going to stay on the Clippers, and it's just going to be me, Smoove. It's going to be Lamb. It's going to be all the rookies. And we also have Greg Oden. Greg Oden was a free agent, so I just put him on the roster. He's got 25 durability. He's probably going to get injured any day now. So Smoove to Smoove is coming back. I know a lot of people were requesting. They were like, oh, I'm going to miss that Smoove to Smoove connection in 2K13. Well, the Smoove to Smoove connection is still going to be here. So here's the footage of me getting drafted by the Houston Rockets in my custom suit that I bought with my VC points. In all the other drafts, I don't think I bought a suit yet. I just had the default suit, but I finally bought my suit. That's me getting drafted to the Houston Rockets. Here's the list of players on our team. I'm guessing that Jeremy Lin, he's going to get traded sooner or later. We're going to get somebody else on the Houston Rockets. Now, this is what I want to point out. I was rated a 64 right after the draft, and before my first NBA game, I believe I was rated 68. I upgraded various attributes just from VC, and you can get VC by playing anything, by playing online games, league games. Look, I bumped my pass up to 71, I bumped my on-ball defense up to 80, and I bumped my speed and my quickness up to about 88, 86. 88 speed, 86 quickness. I believe I had 78 quickness and 81 speed before. So I pretty much played a whole bunch of other game modes, saved up the VC, improved my player, and now I'm going to play my first NBA game where I'm almost like an athletic point guard without dunking, but I still have the shooting of the scoring point guard. Now, the funny thing about VC is that you can actually buy it from 2K. You can buy 10,000 VC. You can buy as much VC as you want by paying 2K extra money. So if you wanted to, you could have a 99 rated my player right now, right after the draft, if you just bought enough VC points from their online store, paid to play. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, that's whack, you're hacking or whatever, but really you're not, because if you do it the old-fashioned way, you can still get to a high 80, high 90 rating by the end of your first season. But if you wanted to, you could pay, get that extra VC, and be better faster. So that's always an option. That's interesting. I think the whole VC thing is interesting, just being that you can play other modes and still earn the points. That's what I'm doing. That's how I'm going to level up my guy faster than normal throughout the regular season. So this video is coming to an end. I have more My Career videos coming out later this week. I failed miserably trying to get the #1 draft pick but it's all good. The gameplay is pretty good in my player. There's a few bad things. I'll be making videos of those later, and I'll make a little review video or an impressions of the full game coming out a little later this week as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and good luck getting that #1 draft pick.